Hey everybody, my name is Paul Chan,
I'm Eric.
and we're the Chan brothers. We've learned a lot doing 7 self-supported races last year, and we want to share our experiences with you. So to get started, let's go over the 10 must-have items for a self-supported race. Well, the first thing you need for a race is a backpack. A lot of people will bring a backpack from home, something like this, that's around 20 to 30 liters. But what's wrong with that? It's heavy. Look at the aluminum frames, all these extra construction material, just too heavy. So compare that to a backpack like this. Okay, no aluminum frames, very light material. If you're gonna walk the race, then there's no problem bringing in your whole backpack. But if you're gonna run the race, you need something like this. So what's good about this kind of bag is that you have easily accessible pockets like this where you can store your snacks, your gels, and your electrolytes. On top of that, you have water bottle holders right in the front. So, and that's all you need, simple bags.
Okay. My next item is water bottles. Now, there are different types of water bottle, and this one is a flask. What's the advantage of having a flask? Well, it's foldable, so as you drink, it'll shrink. So you tuck it in your pocket as you go. Now, most people will run with regular water bottles, which are hard plastic. Okay, those are perfect if you want to just stick it to in front of your pouch all the time, right? And what's good about it? These kind of water bottles that have extended spouts. Well, the advantage of this, you can actually drink it right from the bottle during the run. So as you run, perfect, right? So these are kind of the water bottles that really helps you in getting water quickly. Okay.
What's next?
Arm sleeves.
Arm sleeves. So here we have an arm sleeve. Now this might be counterintuitive because it wouldn't be too hot using this out in the desert. Actually, not the case, because you want to block the sun when you're out in the desert. The sun is extremely intense, so you want to block the UV ray. Another good thing about wearing an arm sleeve is that when you pour water on it, it becomes a cooling tool. Your extremities are going to be cool when you're running the race, and it's going to keep your core temperature low, which is extremely important in a race. Next.
My favorite item in the race, a buff. There are multiple uses of this. You can put it around top of your head, you can wrap it around your neck, and you can actually wrap it around your wrist, right? Just like this. Okay. What are the uses? If you wrap it around your head, you soak it in water, well, it keeps your head cool, right? Wrap it around your neck, what's the advantage? Well, your spine controls the body temperature of your body. So, keep your spine cool, you're cool. Wrap it around your wrist, what does it do? Well, you can wipe sweat off your forehead as you run, right? So, lots of uses, great advantage, super light, perfect item for desert racing.
Okay, footwear. Now most people would think that, well, I have a pair of running shoes, why not bring it to the race? Well, it's because these kind of shoes are not designed for the trails. The grooves are not deep enough, the cushioning is not appropriate for trails, and the construction is not tough enough. So what you need is something like this. Okay, where the grooves are deeper, there's better protection against the gravels, and the construction is a lot more durable. With that in mind, let's talk about the gaiters.
Well, why do you need gaiters, right? Use that gaiter and hold the shoes. What are the advantages of gaiters? Well, gaiters keep sand away. Well, if you keep sand away from your feet, you're not going to get blisters, right? That is the main function of a gaiter, right? So there are a couple of strategies in actually putting on gaiter on your shoes. One is you put Velcro around it, and you stick the gaiter on this Velcro, right? just like that, right? And now sand will get in, perfect, right? Now the problem with that obviously is you have to actually put the Velcro on the shoe. Now there are different ways of putting it on. One is actually to stitch it around it and glue it, and the other one is just gluing it on, right? Like that. So the problem with just gluing it on is the fact that in the desert, when it's really hot, the glue will come off, right? If it comes off, sand gets in, no good. Now stitching is perfect for putting the gaiter on, but you need a cobbler that knows what they're doing, otherwise it's not going to work very well, right? So some people actually stitch the entire gaiter onto the shoe, and that'll fix it permanently onto the shoe, which is perfect, but it only lasts you one race, right? So yeah, some people don't care because these shoes won't last that many races anyways out in the desert because it's so rugged terrain, right? It'll just break down. So yeah, they both work, and I highly suggest you put gaiter on your shoes for the race. Okay.
Okay, what's next? Sunscreen. So these are no-brainers. Okay, you need sunscreen to protect yourself because you're out there for a long period of time. Apply frequently, people. Very important. Also get something that's like at least SPF 40 or 50. You need that. The intensity of the sun in the desert is not your normal desert sun exposure. Another thing is that you have to think about is the sunglasses. Your sunglasses have to be comfortable. You're going to be wearing it for a long period of time, just like your backpack. So they try them out first, make sure they're comfortable, and make sure your sunglasses actually cover you from the side, so that dust and sand won't get in. I know some people bring goggles to the desert, but I personally don't like that option because goggles actually trap moisture around your eyes, and you won't feel good in the desert unless there's a sandstorm. So there you go. Okay.
Toe socks. Toe socks to me is a must-have item out in the desert. Why? Because it prevents blisters, right? Your toes rub, what happens? Friction, and what happens when you have friction? Blisters, right? Especially over a period of many, many days, and so you want to make sure that you have proper socks, right? Now, this brand called Injinji makes toe socks specifically for runners, right? They're perfect. And I also recommend you to get trail version of the shoe, of the socks, because they're more durable and they don't break down as easily as the running socks that you normally see in the market where it's really thin and flimsy, right? Yeah, so they're perfect for running and they're perfect for trail racing and out in the desert. Highly recommended.
Are we at 10 yet?
No. Number 8.
Number 8. Desert cap. So now, why do you need a desert cap? Because they usually come with something called a neck protector. A neck protector helps you a lot when the sun, again, is very intense in the desert, and it covers, gives you cover. But the problem is, obviously, you want something that's actually shorter than this. I would recommend something shorter than this, because when there's not a lot of wind, it traps heat, and you don't want that. Also, one good thing about desert cap is that the front is made of especially thick material, so the UV rays won't penetrate through. Let's have item.
Last item, electrolyte. Electrolyte to me is the most important item in the list. Why? If your electrolyte is imbalanced, you're not going to finish the race. You're going to be cramping, you're going to be dehydrated, not going to work for you. You're going to feel dizzy, all the bad things that will prevent you from finishing the race. Now, I take pill for electrolytes. Why? Because they're tasteless and it doesn't bother my GI. I can continue to keep going without having to take something that might not palatable for my palate. Okay. Now, some people like to have electrolyte that tastes to them, so no problem. Bring your powders, put them into your nutrition. You're good to go, right? But that's my preference. I like the pills. get the job done for me. But you need to practice to make sure that you're comfortable with them, and yeah.
Okay, we're down to the bonus items. Bonus item, towels. Ta-da! Okay, so there are two types of towels that you can bring. One is your standard towel, quick dry by the way, and the other that comes within a tube. The difference is that these ones are disposable, and you just add water to expand into wet wipes. Sorry. Now, what you need it because out in the desert for 7 days in a self-supported race, you're gonna be dirty, you're gonna be grimy. So what you need to do is add some water, wipe off the salt, wipe off the dirt, wipe off the dust, and you're gonna be a new man at the end of the week. Trust me, it makes a huge difference because you cannot take a shower out in the desert. Okay.
Last but not least, our tip of the day, pick-me-ups, treats. When you're running for 7 days, not sleeping very well at night, no showers for a week, you're gonna feel a little bit crappy sometimes, and you need some pick-me-up to get you through the hump. And these little treats will get you there. It can be instant coffee, packets, it could be little candy, dry fruits, whatever that kind of change your taste bud, make you feel good about yourself. Little pick-me-up along the way. Positive energy is what gets you through the race, not negative energy. And when you feel negative, it only spirals out of control. So you need to clamp that down, and what better way to do it than little pick-me-up, like these little coffee packets. Perfect. And that's the tip of for today.
So that's all, folks. Until next time.
Hope you enjoy it.
See you soon.